Nanny Faye from Chrisley Knows Best has some scary news. From her poor health to potentially losing her son and daughter-in-law, she's been through a lot recently. Guys, you'll never believe what's going on with Nanny Faye. So during a recent episode of the Chrisley Confessions podcast, Todd confirmed that his mom, Nanny Faye, has bladder cancer, and he opened up about how difficult it's been for the whole family and got really emotional while talking about it. And he revealed to the listeners that they found out about Nanny Faye's diagnosis during their court case. And this was apparently back in fall of 2021, and Nanny Faye has been battling this ever since. Now, according to Todd, she's been receiving weekly treatments, but there are still many more treatments to be had, and Todd said that they originally wanted to keep Nanny Faye's diagnosis a secret, and apparently she really didn't want everyone to know about it, and they tried to keep it private for as long as they could, but then it was brought up during the trial, and since then the family has had to deal with a lot, and Todd said that lots of people have been just bombarding them, and they've apparently had press outside their doors, sitting on the street with long lens cameras trying to get photos of them, and this has obviously been very hard on everyone, but especially on Nanny Faye. And I mean, she wanted to keep this whole thing a secret, and now she has to deal with all this. But there's also been a positive side to the world knowing about Nanny Faye's health, because Todd said that lots of people have been sending her flowers and cards and letters, and apparently Nanny Faye has been loving it. And even though she's been feeling a bit sad that the whole world now knows about her diagnosis, she finds all those gifts very uplifting. And Todd said that she considers everyone her friend, even fans she's never met before, and that's why she's so happy that people seem to care about what's going on with her, and it puts a smile on her face. And Todd actually got really emotional while talking about all this, and he said after all, his mom is 77 years old, and there's only so much your body can take, but he also said that Nanny Faye is a very strong woman. She never complains, she knows what she has to do, and she just does it, and she's been a fighter for her entire life, and this isn't any different. And Todd actually got really choked up while talking about his mom, and he said that he was proud that she was his mother, and he described her as a kind woman with impeccable character and the most selfless human being that he's ever known his entire life. And let's be honest, Nanny Faye has to be really strong to still be able to maintain such a positive attitude. And I mean, she has this bladder diagnosis, which is honestly enough for one person to go through, but now it also looks like her son and daughter-in-law will be going to prison, so I can't imagine what that must be like for her. And Todd and Julie were accused of evading from their taxes from 2008 to 2016. After a lengthy trial, they finally got their verdict, and on June 7th, 2022, they were found guilty of bank fraud and tax evasion, and this means that they could be facing several years in prison, and they are scheduled to be sentenced in just a couple of months on October 6th. And this obviously means that Nanny Faye might have to deal with her situation without the support of her son and her daughter-in-law. And from the podcast, it seems that Todd and Julie have been helping Nanny Faye a lot throughout this process, so the fact that they might be leaving so soon must be really difficult for her, and she's just having to deal with so much right now. And I mean, Todd even pointed it out, she is 77 years old. This would be hard on anyone, but at her age, it must be even more difficult, and she probably needs a lot of help and assistance right now, and I just don't know how she'll deal with it once Todd and Julie go to prison. And they will probably be there for years, which means that if Nanny Faye doesn't get better, they might not see her again. And I mean, hopefully it won't come to that, but it's just such a difficult situation for everyone involved, and the timing of this is just so bad. Even though Nanny Faye is being strong about this, it still can't be easy at all. But what do you guys think? Did you know about Nanny Faye's diagnosis, and how do you think she'll react when Todd and Julie go to prison? Guys, please put in the comments below what you guys think, and like always, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor, hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.